Incorrect notes can be really frustrating when you're first starting to work on your singing. Today we're going to look at those notes that overshoot the mark. Singing sharp can be fixed, and in this video we're going to learn how.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Dan and I'm a contemporary singing voice specialist. And it's my great privilege in life to assist singers, just like you, to realise the full potential of their voice. Let's face it, you're not achieving your full potential if you're always singing inaccurate notes. Last week we discussed flat notes and how to fix flat singing. I'll leave a link in the description section below for you to watch it, just in case you missed it. So it seems only right that we should follow up last week's topic by discussing the challenge of sharp singing. Just like flat singing, sharp singing takes its label from musical notation. When the sharp symbol is placed to the left of a musical note, it indicates that the note should be one semitone higher. Of course, when we talk about sharp singing, we're referring to any sung note that sits any distance above the target note. So if I'm aiming to sing an A4 but miss the note and sing sharp, the result will sound something like this.
Sound check.
Singing sharp typically results from a voice that is being driven too hard with too much air pressure. Now, if you watched last week's video, you're possibly thinking to yourself, that sounds a lot like the cause of singing flat. And you're right. Too much air pressure in the lower register and you're likely to sing flat. Too much air pressure in the upper register and your voice is likely to sing sharp. Of course, this is a generalised observation and you may experience the exact opposite, so don't feel like you have to apply this rule of thumb absolutely. Regardless of where you are in your vocal registers, at the end of the day, a big part of your pitch accuracy will come from your ability to activate the right balance of breath pressure for the note. When you get the breath pressure just right, it's much easier for the larynx to apply the correct amount of muscle activity to hit the note with accuracy. So let's jump into some practical exercises that will help you to tune that voice of yours.
Sound check.
Again, if you watched last week's video about flat singing, these exercises are going to sound rather familiar. But be sure to pay attention because they are actually different. In fact, each of these activities is going to be performed in your upper register. To start, we're going to sing a single note towards the top end of your upper register. Now, you'll need an external sound source, just like last week, like a guitar or a keyboard or an app on your phone. Start by hitting the note, in my case, I'm using a keyboard, that corresponds with an upper register note. I'm going to use G4. Now, sing the note and sustain it for 6 to 8 beats. As your sung note is nearing completion, hit the external sound source again to check your sustained accuracy. The aim, of course, is to commence and sustain the note's pitch accurately. When you've mastered one note, move the activity down in semitone increments, a bit like this. The second exercise requires the voice to slide down to the note, landing accurately in the centre of the target note. My first target note, again, is going to be G4. Have a listen. If you get the first note right, move down a semitone and repeat the activity. It's important that you stay in your upper register for this activity, so only move down 4 or 5 steps. I hope you're enjoying the exercises. Give me a thumbs up if you're loving the vocal workout.
Sound check.
For our final exercise, we're going to hum the melody of Happy Birthday through a straw. Again, if you watched last week's video, you will recall we did the same, only this time we'll be pitching the melody in our upper register. Let me show you. Now, if you don't have a small, short stirring straw, you can always do the exercise through puffy cheeks. The benefit of humming the melody through a straw is found in the challenge of striking the right balance of air pressure for the upper register notes. When we use the straw or the puffy cheeks, we form what is called a semi-occluded vocal tract. This narrowing of the vocal pathway creates a flow-resistant mode, which in turn teaches us to use far less breath pressure to create our notes. When you practice this at home, I want you to work hard at it to achieve an even, consistent tone that accurately navigates the pitch centers of the melody. Of course, you can use any melody for this exercise, but just be sure to always pitch the tune in your upper register when working on those pesky sharp notes. I'm looking forward to reading your feedback in the comments about how the exercises are helping your voice to sing more accurately. Please remember that singing in tune is not the be-all and end-all of singing well. Great singing is about communication, not perfect notes. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next Voice Essentials video. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.